Imagine it's 3 a.m. on an isolated ranch. You step outside and are hit with the smell of rotten meat. But what you see staring from the darkness is not an animal. At least, not any animal you know. This was the reality for an 18-year-old who we will call Anna. The story begins on a chilly night in late October, in the small, isolated town of Red Mesa, Arizona. She was living with her parents on their remote ranch and her boyfriend, a 21-year-old we will call John. John was a big guy, over 6 feet tall, built like the football player he once was, and utterly devoted. Every single day, he would make the long drive from a nearby city just to see her. On this particular night, John felt unwell and decided to depart earlier than usual. Anna led him from her back door, around the house, to the driveway where his car waited. He tossed his things into his car, then stepped back out to give Anna a final hug. And that's when she saw it. Moving around her neighbor's front yard was what appeared to be a skinny, skeletal dog. Anna's first thought was that it was a stray, but observing its gaunt, oddly shaped body, she concluded it must be a coyote, perhaps sick or starving. So she remained silent. The creature was sniffing the ground when, abruptly, it froze, and it turned its head and stared directly at Anna and John. The stare was so intense, so analytical, that the hairs on Anna's neck and arms stood on end. It felt like it was studying them, and then, in a movement that defied all logic, it stood up. Not on 4 legs, but on 2. It rose up smoothly, becoming shockingly tall and gangly. And then it commenced a sprint, hauling into the dark fields. It was unnaturally fast, but the most unsettling detail was the silence. She never heard its feet touch the ground. Frozen in terror, Anna gripped John's arm. She turned to whisper.
"What was that?"
John didn't answer. He hadn't taken his eyes off the field where the creature vanished. His face had gone completely pale. He finally turned to her, his voice low and shaking with an urgency she had never heard before.
"Get inside the house, now. Lock the doors, shut the blinds, turn off the lights, and call me."
Follow for part 2.